What's your favorite part of Christmas? Mine is when Santa Claus comes down the chimney and gives everyone presents.
When Santa Claus comes to town.
Yeah,
that's mine too. I like the gifts. I like getting the gifts.
You know, getting the. My favorite part of Christmas is receiving the gifts.
Yeah, that's kind of my favorite part is receiving the gifts.
Yeah, I like that too. I like ripping open the paper, wadding it up, throwing it behind me.
Right.
See if I don't like the gift, I fling it over my shoulder, and then I proceed. And the next
if
one.
It's jeans or something.
And then I get something I like, I run to my room with it. Start playing with it.
Slam my door.
Slam the door. Not to be seen for hours.
Yeah, the rest of the family is still opening gifts. I'm in my room with my new Nintendo Switch.
My new Game Boy DS. I'll take that into my room, slam the door.
Yeah.
My mom calls for me 4 hours later. I go, what? What?
That's really the spirit of Christmas.
That's the spirit of Christmas. The other night we had some gingerbread men.
Gingerbread men. You baked them? You made them yourself?
They're impossible to bake. You need to like molasses. It's way beyond my abilities.
Yeah.
You have to be a professional. Very few people can bake gingerbread cookies.
Yes.
But no, Chris's girlfriend Elena, she picked up some gingerbread men from the store.
Store-bought gingerbread men.
And she put up some Christmas lights and a little bit of garland here and there.
Oh,
and even a mistletoe.
Wow.
Hung a mistletoe.
That's delightful.
And I thought, hell, a couple gingerbread men out here, Christmas lights up. You'd think Santa Claus was coming down the chimney tonight. But no, in fact, he wasn't.
No,
so.
But did you try to? Did you try to stand under the mistletoe?
I did. Yeah, I tried to get Sarah to go out under the mistletoe with me.
She refused.
Yeah, she didn't.
She doesn't like it.
Yeah, I was like, I got to show you something over here, and she wasn't interested. Find out. So, still working on that.
Yeah, I've never pulled off the mistletoe kiss. One of my lifelong goals to kiss somebody under the mistletoe.
Oh, to look up and go.
Guess we have no choice.
And then you go, come here, come here.
Well, what do you say? You're gonna make me the happiest.
We're
man alive.
under the mistletoe. You're gonna make me the happiest man alive. What's gonna be? You're gonna make me the happiest man alive, or am I gonna light this whole? Am I gonna light this whole building on fire?
Am I gonna burn this whole country down?
Yeah. The company Christmas party. Going to the mistletoe with the receptionist. What do you say? You're gonna make me the happiest man in the company, or am I gonna go postal Monday morning?
It's gonna be the worst night of your life.
Happiest man in America or worst night of your life? Balls in your court, honey.
You make the call.
Balls in your court, honey.
Well, Joe, as you mentioned, it is our Christmas episode.
Oh, it is the Christmas episode,
We have a little
Trent.
housekeeping to do, actually.
Is that right?
Yes, well, we're going to take a couple of weeks off.
That's true. Yeah, I will be traveling.
And I will be traveling as well.
We both got the bug.
We got the Yes, we got the traveling bug.
We have the bug.
So we'll be gone for a couple weeks. So this will probably be the final episode of the year of our Lord 2024.
And we may have a couple weeks off. We may, in fact, stockpile a couple episodes and do kind of a hard reset.
A hard reset.
At our new studio.
A new studio.
In the new year.
Exactly. But with that being said, I believe it's time for our
the
holiday gift exchange.
For the Echo Chamber holiday gift exchange. I got you this. It's a gift.
And I got you this.
Oh, did you?
Yes, I got it. And I've had it for weeks.
Yeah, you had it for weeks.
Yes.
I didn't walk in with that, and then you went and bought something really quickly.
That I used a bag that you were...
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you go first, Joe.
Okay, I got...
Now this,
what is this?
I know you love your...
maple syrup. I thought this was liquor.
No.
I was disgusted by
it. I know you love your pancakes.
I had them last night.
Yeah.
Boy, did I regret it for hours afterwards.
Oh, well, you got to have them in the morning.
I know. Pat Bircher and I split an order of pancakes at 7 p.m.
Oh, that's
I had
wild.
2 cups of coffee, and
that's
I was
crazy.
up all night.
You're
I
up
was
all
laying
night
awake
with
all
a tummy
night.
ache.
Well,
this will probably we will give you a tummy ache as well. It's something I got for free from work.
Oh, great.
But it's syrup, but it's also got sparkles in.
Oh my God!
So hold that up to the camera.
That can't be good to put in your body.
I don't know. I don't know what the appeal.
Also, the sparkles don't seem to be. They seem to be all congealed in
at the bottom.
One place. Turns out
it's been sitting in a factory for.
Look at that little wad of years. Looks like mucus in the middle. This is. I appreciate it, Trent. Of course, this is
you're welcome.
one of the most revolting bottles of syrup I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
Ew, look at that strand of it's like a semen-y.
Yeah.
It's like a rope of semen, but of congealed sparkles.
You know, give that back to me.
Oh, yeah. Wait a minute. That's not sparkles. This looks like somebody shot a wad in here.
Yeah. It's Sparkle Syrup by Run Amok.
Sparkle Syrup by Run Amok.
Friend of the show.
Oh, wow. Thanks, Trent.
And a couple Zins.
Wow, these are heavy-duty ones. The 6s, huh? Oh.
Well, I don't know.
You didn't know what I
just saw the green. I go, give me the green ones.
A good friend would have known the milligram dosage, but no, I really appreciate it. This is a really nice Christmas gift. And
you're welcome. Now the guy carded me.
Yeah, well, you look. I don't know if anyone's ever mentioned this to you. You don't look old enough to buy these.
I know. I've been with you when they go to the store. He just fucking throws them at you. Doesn't ask any questions.
Yeah, well, I've tortured my body for a decade, so I look like I'm 37.
He guarded me. Now
you've never had a glass of wine. You look like you're 18. Well, thank you, Trent, for my Christmas gift.
Oh.
And what do you have?
Well, I've got my favorite beverage. Sprite.
Trent's favorite beverage, a bottle of Sprite.
Sprite Cola.
Sprite Cola.
Oh, a Twix.
And now, so with the Twix, you can choose either right or left. So just keep that in mind as well.
Yeah. Wow. Perhaps we could split.
At the end of the pod.
At the end of the pod, we'll chew.
We'll chew into the microphone.
Wow.
And yeah, this is the kicker right here. I've been wanting to get this for you for a long time, and yeah. So.
Oh wow, Joe.
I know you've always wanted to read that.
Yeah. So this has been on my Goodreads list for years.
Goodreads list. You want to show the folks at home what we got?
It's a subtle art of not giving a fuck.
Yeah. A hardback copy of The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck by Mark Manson.
Mark Manson, a counterintuitive approach to living a good life.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So.
Well, thank you, Joe.
Enjoy reading that on the subway. Quite visibly.
Yeah, I will. I can't wait. This is a terrific
I think it's my best gift to you yet.
I think so.
Sprite, Twix, and The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck.
I think it's be the best gift I get all Christmas.
I certainly hope so. Well, with that being said, in the Christmas gift exchange having run its course, we will now commence the podcast.
It's now time for the podcast. Would you like to explain to the people listening what the podcast is?
Yes. Welcome back to the Echo Chamber podcast. This is the only podcast where two comedians read the Wall Street Journal because one of us gets it for free from work. Well, we're going to give you a rundown of the stories we are going to talk about today on the podcast.
Yes.
All from the Wall Street Journal.
Yes. So now would you like me to start us off?
You can kick us off, Trent.
A little rundown. Well, Joe, there's a new... the Department of Government Efficiency, DOGE, as they call it.
God,
how would you like to work 80 hours a week with no pay?
That's what they're hiring people to do that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll pass. I'll pass.
So we'll get into that.
Well, in our next story, health insurers on edge.
Oh.
After CEOs
Why?
killing.
What happened?
Well, we'll find out. But a couple of CEOs are not sleeping too good at night right now.
Ruh-roh.
So we'll hear about that.
Wow. Well, Joe, there's a new milk in town.
Take everything you thought you knew about milk, throw that out the window.
There's a new one.
Okay, that's it. There's new milk in
We'll
town.
get into it, yeah.
Well, female comedians in China making fun of men. The men in China don't like that.
Yeah, I don't fucking blame them.
But they really don't like it. Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
So we'll get into that as well.
Well, and my final story, not our final story. There's a runaway dog in New Orleans.
Okay. Probably a runaway dog every day in New Orleans.
There probably is, but this one has captured the attention of the great city of New Orleans.
Wow. We got to find that pup. Well, the final story.
Yes. Go ahead.
The final story of the podcast. How do you deplane? How do you get off a plane? What's the right way to get off a plane? Do some people do it wrong?
I try to open the emergency exit in air.
Yeah. I always say that I have a layover, and I go, excuse me, and I push past everybody. Well, this is from the personal journal, and we'll be hearing a few different anecdotes of deplaning.
Oh, good. I can't wait to get pissed off.
Well, Trent, you want to kick us off?
I'd love nothing more, Joe. This is from the Wall Street Journal.
Oh, the Wall Street Journal.
Yes. No pay for an 80-hour work week? Bring it on, Doge fans say.
Count me in, Doge fan. Can you imagine being a Doge fan?
Yeah, calling yourself a Doge fan.
Big fan of the Department of Government Efficiency.
A thing that hasn't happened yet. Hopefuls are vying for positions at new Department of Government Efficiency. It might seem unappealing to work 80 hours a week, even worse if it's for free. Not for Sarah Armstrong. Armstrong says she is ready to leave her job as vice president of operations for a company that makes electrical equipment to volunteer for Elon Musk's and Vivek Ramaswamy's new initiative.
Vivek Ramaswamy.
Announced last month by President-elect Donald J. Trump.
Now, does her company know that she's planning to leave it? Because it's in the Wall Street Journal now.
Well, yeah, I don't know. She's the vice president.
She's on the vice president of a company. Can't wait to leave my job. It's on the front page of the Wall Street Journal.
Yeah, it was the front page.
Yeah.
Her boss is like, Sarah Armstrong. Well,
not our Sarah.
Yeah.
Not our beloved
We
Sarah.
make electrical equipment.
Wait a minute. So she can't wait to leave her job and go work for Elon Musk.
For free. 80 hours a week for free.
Why is it for free?
Well, Elon, I mean, he just doesn't have enough money. He doesn't have the money to pay for this.
Well, all these people, it's like a PR stunt. They were like, Trump was like, oh, I'm going to waive the salary of the presidency.
Yeah.
But that, like, you know, he's...
And the salary is not, I mean, it's like
$400K a year.
Yeah. Actually, that's a lot.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. It's pretty nice.
Jeez. I should run for president. Yeah. This is a quote from Sarah Armstrong. Quote, I think this is such a unique way to serve the country and, more importantly, the people, said Armstrong, a 55-year-old certified public accountant.
Certified cunt.
From Radnor, Pennsylvania, who has worked in finance and operations for more than 30 years.
Okay, so what does the Department of Government Efficiency do? Aren't they just going through and like firing people? But they also have no authority to do that. So
they have no authority, but they're cutting. It's cutting all the fat.
The fat.
Yes.
The pork barrel fat.
Pork barrel fat. And it needs to be gone.
It needs to be gone.
But they have no power, and in the article it says it's going to be pretty hard to do.
Yeah. Also, I think their goal here is just they don't want the federal government to do anything.
No.
So that there's all these needs for people, and then the private sector moves in, and then you have companies that offer to do what the federal government was doing.
Yeah, exactly.
And then those could be owned by Elon Musk.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Healthcare X and
Streets X.
Streets X. Yeah.
Firefighter X.
Firefighter X. Police X. Entrepreneurs, cryptocurrency consultants, and real estate professionals, software developers.
Sound like awesome.
And insurance executives, all people that should be locked up. Put in jail. Said they are
the gulag.
They said they are vying to land a position with the Department of Government Efficiency, or DOGE. They want to help identify billions of dollars of government spending to trim. Ramaswamy and Musk have said they intend to hire a, quote, lean team of small government crusaders, including some of the sharpest technical and legal minds in America. Musk said on X, formerly Twitter, that...
But he's not paying any of them.
Yeah, compensation is zero.
Well, what?
Though it isn't clear if that means none of the department staffers would be paid. The DOGE account said it needs people willing to work 80-plus hours per week on unglamorous cost cutting.
Why 80 hours per week?
I don't know.
If everyone's working for free, why don't you just hire twice as many people that are working for free to work 40 hours a week? But that would be fat. You're trying to trim fat.
You're trying to trim fat.
Yeah, so everyone in the government should work 80 hours a week for free. There won't be any fat.
There won't be any fat. We'll be saving a lot of money doing that. Yeah. Neither the DOGE X account nor the Trump transition team returned a request for comment. To apply, this is the craziest part. To apply, prospective applicants must send their resume via direct message to the DOGE account on X.
What a fucking nonsense.
It's like
This is actual bullshit.
Yeah.
So all of this is clearly bullshit. It's not going to be a real agency.
no.
So what is the purpose of it in that case? What is he after? I would guess some nefarious.
Elon?
Yeah. Elon Musk?
Elon Musk. You're saying he's he could be a bad guy.
Well, I mean, some people think perhaps he is, Trent.
Well, this is news to me. If you can't trust Elon and Vivek,
And Ramaswamy.
who can you
Who
trust?
can you trust?
Most applicants who spoke to the Wall Street Journal said they haven't been contacted about an interview. Musk, the world.
Imagine taking the time to
make an X account,
send a resume.
sending a DM
Can't wait to hear back.
to the Doge X account.
Thank you for your consideration.
Musk, the world's richest man, has suggested he could cut at least $2 trillion, but didn't specify whether he meant annually or over time.
pretty massive difference there.
Initially, applicants had to be premium X subscribers to message the Doge account, but that requirement has since been removed. Armstrong said she paid the $8 a month premium to submit her resume before it was open to all X users.
Fucking bootlicker.
Yeah.
I'll happily pay the $8 a month.
She said, anything for you, Elon. She said paying the fee was like paying for bus fare to go to a job interview. Something I'm sure she's never done.
Yeah. As the VP of this company.
Yeah. Courtney Guertin.
Is bus fare $8? Who knows? Who cares?
Who cares? Courtney Guertin, 46, an early stage investor and entrepreneur from Los Angeles, said he is willing to put his career on pause to volunteer for Doge. Guertin said he's also, you're right. If you're like the person who is employing this guy,
Yeah.
you'd be like, okay, then
fucking you're fired.
yeah,
Fuck off.
you're willing to work for free, then do it.
Yeah, it worked for me for free.
Yeah.
Test the waters.
Right. Guertin said he saw the inefficiency of the American healthcare system
Oh, wow.
after co-founding a company that helped businesses with benefit enrollment. That company was acquired in 2023, and Guertin says is looking for a new challenge. Quote, I'm not an expert in government.
Because they tackled healthcare.
Yeah, they fixed it. And that's
we feel under
yeah,
challenged.
so that's all said and done. I'm looking for a new challenge.
we tackled healthcare inefficiencies. And
Quote, this is a quote. I'm not an expert in government at this time, he said. But he said he is qualified because he built a profitable business and sold it.
after an orientation and a few months of training, I'm sure I'll be up for
Just
the job.
some light reading. The federal government spends more than $6 trillion annually, but some of the biggest expenses will likely be off limits for cuts. The U.S. is obligated to make its debt payments, and Trump has said he would protect Social Security and Medicare benefits. Doge won't have decision-making power. Heads of federal agencies can make some changes, but eliminating an agency or making big budget cuts requires congressional
That's what I don't
action.
understand. Who wants to work 80 hours for free for something that won't even get done?
Morons.
There's something's going on here, Trent. I can't wrap my head around it.
Something fishy.
Something fishy.
Something doesn't add up in Washington, D.C.
I'll tell you this, though. What I do know is that every picture I've seen of Trump since he's been the president-elect, he is sitting right next to Elon Musk.
Yes.
The Thanksgiving meal.
Yeah.
Everything.
Yeah.
Elon Musk is with him every single day.
Yeah.
His tentacles are so entrenched.
Oh, it's horrendous.
I think they're going to fucking fire up the Starlink satellites and rig these people aren't going anywhere.
No, they're evil scumbags.
Yeah, they're evil fucking scumbags.
Well, this will wrap it up here. James Tagg, a 26-year-old analyst for an electrical infrastructure manufacturing company,
Bullshit job.
said Doge is a chance to work for Musk and Ramaswamy.
And Ramaswamy.
Quote, I am fervently prepared to invest countless days and sleepless nights to realize this vision. I believe America can achieve its full potential with DOGE leading the charge, said Tag, who lives in Middletown, Delaware. To rub shoulders with the people inside their orbit is absolutely priceless.
I want to fucking grab a cast iron skillet and bash that guy in the fucking head with it. What a complete fucking bootlicking piece of shit. Also, I do get to a degree, even though I think it's lame, of someone out there who's like, oh, just for the chance to work for Elon Musk. But who out there is like, the chance to work for Vivek Ramaswamy?
Yeah, they have to throw that in there. And Vivek.
And Vivek.
Yeah. Of course, Vivek, yeah.
Well, Trent, this is from the Wall Street Journal. Oh. Health insurers on edge after CEOs killing.
I hate to hear that.
Health, yeah. I was really worried that this was going to be the case.
Yeah.
Health insurers are on edge even after a suspect was arrested for the killing of United Healthcare's chief executive. Mm-hmm. A wash of online memes. Memes. They're everywhere, suggesting the killing was justified and threatened similar treatment for other health insurance CEOs. One social media screenshot making the rounds among health insurance executives showed a poster that read, "Wanted, dead or alive," with the last word crossed out. And a list of names and pictures of top industry executives. Leaders or smaller insurers who never worried about their safety before now have 24/7 security details.
Oh, wow.
Give me a break, dude. Also, I guess I kind of get it for some of these guys, but like, I feel like every CEO of every company now is like, it's a scary time for CEOs.
Yeah, right.
We need that's why people are on like their company calls. We're like, guys, if you need to get a hold of Daniel, you're going to have to go through me now because, it's a scary time for CEOs.
It's just a scary time to be a CEO.
And it's like, this is a sustainable dog food company. Get over yourself. No one's going to go pop this guy in the street.
Yeah, nobody cares about the CEO of Old Roy.
But all these people now just, they're all going to kill us.
Right.
But good, they should be trembling in their boots. Vicki Gregg, the former CEO of Blue Cross Blue Shield of Tennessee, said she got repeated death threats good when she was in...
Yeah, I think that guy could have listened to our podcast.
What if you listen to our podcast, Luigi? It's one of our few guys. This does tend to radicalize people. And the company had to seek restraining orders on some people. Some insurance leaders, quote, can't see that their companies are in that level of disgruntlement with their members. And the current situation might break through, Greg said. But she said, quote, I don't think shooting someone in the street is a way to approach any of these kinds of problems. Of course you don't. You're a CEO of a healthcare company.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not a groundbreaking take. I don't think we should be shooting CEOs. I think we should knock on doors and vote. There's a Daily Show clip of one of their, rotating hosts who said something to that effect, and he goes, "Else here, shooting a guy in the street is not the way. If we want to make change happen, we need to get active in the community, knock on doors, and vote."
Fuck you.
We just did that.
We did that.
Didn't work.
It didn't work. We've been doing that for years.
You know what did work?
It hasn't changed anything.
Popping a guy in broad daylight. Worked better than anything I've ever seen.
It's gotten people talking, yeah.
Also, oddly not politicized.
Yeah.
There's no left or right. It just seems like everyone's like, on both sides.
Well, yeah, anybody that's not like getting paid by a giant...
Anybody who's not like rich, it's like the very rich people are like, this is bad,
right?
And then the rest of the country is like, yes,
yeah, exactly, yeah.
See, they're breaking through, Trent. They tried to pit us against each other, but Luigi's rising up.
Yeah.
In a video that leaked online last week, Andrew Whitty, the CEO of United Healthcare Group, United Healthcare's parent company, told employees after the killing of United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson that the moment was shattering. In my working career, maybe in my life, this is one of the lowest weeks I've experienced, he said. So he's feeling low, so we should all feel bad about that.
Well, I hate for a guy to feel low.
He defended the company's role and procedures and said the vitriolic social media messages don't reflect reality. Quote, We make sure that care is safe, appropriate, and it's delivered
Never paid
delivered when people need it. He said.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. Except none of that's true at all. No, that's true. Their company, they twice the average claim denial of any other insurance firm.
They're the worst one.
They're the worst one by a country mile. They have like $30 billion in cash on hand also.
Yeah. Well, that's what my health insurance is United.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And I went to the dentist. It's all like one thing, you know. I went to the dentist, and they said they have a list of all the dentists that are in network.
Yeah.
On their website. So I chose one in Astoria.
Yeah.
And I go, and then a month later, I get a bill from United that says I owe like $1,000 because I went to one that wasn't in network.
Did you try to fight it, or was there nothing you could do?
The dentist never sent me a bill. I think they just...
It was just they just thought they'd saved you would send them $1,000.
Right, yeah.
Fucking evil.
They're evil. They also make it like impossible for like a normal person to read, to understand anything.
No, you have to get a lawyer. You have to hire a lawyer to even understand what the fuck they're asking you to do.
Exactly. So I had to go.
It's all just
you also can't
intimidation.
look anything up anymore. You
No.
have to go to like Reddit or anything. So that's what I did. And they're like, yeah, you don't have to pay. You only have to pay if the actual dentist sends you a bill.
Yeah, fuck these people. Send me a letter in the mail. I don't think so.
Yeah.
The current online backlash has surfaced a more bitter tone. Quote, I'm shocked that people aren't saying the obvious. Like, I'm mad and this doesn't work, but this is a 50-year-old guy with wife and kids, and this was unacceptable, said Alan Muni, a former health insurance executive.
Eat shit.
Yeah, eat shit. It's obvious to you, but not to anybody else.
Right.
How are you shocked? The amount of people that have fucking wallowed away and fucking taken on part-time jobs to cover their mom's fucking bleed, shitting into a fucking bag strapped to it in front of them. I mean, like, everybody's dying and they're not going to afford anything.
I know. Yeah, but I was on Luigi's side until this girl I liked started posting about how hot he was. It's not that cool, you know.
Yeah.
I think healthcare should. I think anesthesia should cost $50,000.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm just surprised he made it to McDonald's in time for breakfast after doing all that.
Yeah, you'd think he'd be kind of worn out. Yeah.
Got to the breakfast menu.
Yeah.
I haven't been to McDonald's.
I love that there's like 15 pictures of him with McDonald's.
There's like 50.
He loved it.
Oh, God.
The guy loved McDonald's.
He hated United Healthcare, big corporations, but love McDonald's.
The McDonald's he has nothing to worry about.
No, yeah.
Also, there's like, I've never seen a guy with so many mugshots either.
It's like 1,000 mugshots.
Every hour they released a new mugshot, different angle.
Yeah, pictures of him screaming at people.
He looked hotter and hotter in each picture.
The eyebrows. Oh, my good Lord.
Yeah.
You know what it is, too? Every shooter we've had has looked like just the worst guy.
Yeah. David Chapman, he was no looker. Nothing to write home
about. The guy
about.
who tried to shoot Trump looked like a fucking weasel.
Yeah.
He's not somebody anyone could get behind.
No.
There's never been a hot guy.
No. You're right.
Good looking hot guy to shoot somebody because they have too much to live for. Pussy's on the table.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right, yeah.
Usually when pussy's on the table, you're not popping anybody.
Yeah.
So that's why you get these, incels and stuff.
Yeah, these ugly losers like James Earl Ray and
guys like Harvey Oswald and John Wilkes Booth. Yeah. The guy who shot Grover Cleveland or whoever, Garfield or whatever.
Yeah. Wow, you're right. That's interesting. We never had like a hot.
Yeah, every shooter has been,
hot piece of ass that everybody wants to fuck. Men and women.
Everybody I know is just creaming their jeans over them.
We never had a shooter with abs, I don't think.
Oh, my God. My girlfriend is just absolutely flicking her bean over Luigi. No, just kidding around. Okay, she's watching.
Just a little joke. Just a little
joke right there.
Well, Joe, in lighter news, this is from the Wall Street Journal. Headline: No cows. There's plenty of.
What?
No cows. There's plenty of fish milk in the sea.
No, No. Next.
Dairy alternative.
Can we stop trying to reinvent milk?
Yeah.
I don't want it from oats. I don't want it from almonds.
No, it's for chicks. All that stuff's for chicks.
It's all for chicks. It's soy shit. It makes you grow a pussy. Makes you grow a fucking labia majora. I want milk from a fucking cow.
Yeah. Well, Dateline Indramayu, Indonesia. Grocery aisles are filled with a range of milk options from almond to soy and goat to oat. But have you heard of fish milk?
Now, to fish make milk, I thought you had to be a mammal or perhaps a nut.
You gotta be a mammal or a nut.
Or a grain of some kind.
But there's a new milk in town, Joe. Fish milk.
I've heard of fish oil.
Fish oil. And I've heard of snake oil.
And I bought plenty of it. There's a bottle of it right there.
There's a bottle of it right there. It's got sparkles in it.
Yeah.
To answer your question, no. They don't make milk.
Okay. We're calling it milk. Now, didn't the milk company try to sue all these people for calling shit milk? And they had to change it to the milk people. The people that got milk.
Big milk?
Big milk. Got milk, folks.
Got milk, yeah.
They tried to sue almond milk and change the name to almond drink because...
I think they should.
You can't milk an almond.
You can't milk an almond.
But boy, they do it.
They do it, yeah. But... You don't hear a lot about the got milk people anymore. When we were young boys, you and I,
when we were,
you used to have posters all over your school. Stone Cold Steve Austin, a big milk.
I had
milk
3 posters
mustache.
in my bedroom, one over my bed,
Michael Jordan,
one over my desk.
Yeah.
One
right above my bed.
Yeah, definitely. I had Dick Cheney with a milk mustache.
Yeah. Well, some in Indonesia want to make it a thing. That's fish milk, that is. The archipelago nation is fish rich but cow poor. Last year, a nonprofit foundation
Tell me about it, brother.
began milking the fish, so to speak. The process begins in the coastal town of Indramayu, where twice a day fishermen deliver their catch of ponyfish and other coastal fish to a factory. There, the creatures are deboned, broken down using a chemical process called hydrolysis, dried and reduced to a white protein-rich powder.
Doesn't it seem like more trouble than it's worth? When you're deboning a fish and put it in a powder and
put it in a blender.
Put it in a blender. How do we get milk out of this thing?
They don't produce milk as we know it.
Right.
They fucking blend a fish up.
Poor.
They fucking use a mallet and turn it into a powder. Turn that fish into a powder, and then they put water in it.
What does it need as the mother of invention or something? Or something like that?
Yeah, something like that. The powder is then trucked. Yeah, it's exactly something like that. The powder is then trucked to a separate facility where it is mixed with strawberry or chocolate flavoring.
What?
And sugar and boxed for distribution. So they make chocolate and strawberry fish milk.
Okay, so it was just bones ground up in the powder?
It's ground up fish, and they take the bones out, but they leave the scales and all.
God, sounds awful. Imagine dipping your chocolate chip cookie in a glass of scaly fish
and
milk.
then it gets mixed with water.
Ugh.
Quote, it just tastes like normal milk, at least to me, said Madahul Corey, who manages production for the foundation. Of course, he has to say that.
yeah, exactly.
Like, I don't know what you guys are
He's
doing.
at the healthcare CEO. He was like, I think it's crazy.
It's great. It tastes great. While fish milk has limited reach so far, available online and distributed by a nutrition-focused community group, a senior fisheries official believes it is an
senior
idea.
Fishery official?
It believes it's an idea whose time has come.
Well, again,
the time has come for
of course
fish
he
milk.
thinks that.
Strawberry fish milk. By the way, haven't they been saying that the oceans fish are 30 years from now? There'll be no more fish.
Fish
in
are
the
done.
ocean.
Fish are done.
So let's use the last few to make milk. Ground them up into a fine powder.
Are these the parts of fish that are getting discarded anyway? If that's the case, I could maybe get behind it. If they're smashing scales and fucking, gills into milk.
Right.
But no, I'm sure they're doing it unsustainably in a way that ruins the planet.
Right. With state support, Sulistio says the industry could employ 200,000 people with a production capacity of 500,000 tons annually, worth an estimated $4.5 billion.
80 hours a week, no pay.
No pay. He personally favors the strawberry flavor, though he says the chocolate hits better in the evening.
Now, is it only those two flavors, or is there just an ordinary milk flavor?
It doesn't really say if there's like a regular...
Because I seldom am looking for strawberry or chocolate milk.
Well, but this guy, he says that chocolate's better in the evening. So
true.
maybe you
Can't
take that
argue
into consideration.
Can't argue with that.
We're very optimistic, he said. Health Minister Budi Gunadi Sadikin says that while Indonesians need to boost their nutrition, he prefers the variety of milk that comes from cattle. Quote, we can grow cows, he said, or we can import the milk from Australia, or we can buy an Australian cow company or milk company. There are many, many options to do before we are milking fish.
Because, guys, really, there are options on the table. We do not need to do this. Please, let's stop it before it goes any further.
You're wasting your time. When Dia Rodia first sampled the fish milk, she found the odor offensive.
I would think so.
Yeah. The 27-year-old was introduced to the drink through Kita Bisa, a nonprofit organization that delivers high-protein meals to expectant mothers. She started out with the chocolate-flavored option, which fish milk drinkers consider fishier smelling than the strawberry one.
Ugh, fishy chocolate is like...
It's brutal. Quote,
God.
I had to force it down, said Rodia, who also didn't do herself any favors when she mixed the fish powder with hot water.
So that they just sell the powder and you have to make it yourself?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought they already had it mixed.
Well, no, but that's probably coming. They're
working on it. They're working on it.
Yeah. Rosadia, 23, who only uses one name, decided to play around with the flavors. She turned her fish milk into pudding, making layers with the chocolate fish milk and the strawberry fish
Call me
milk.
crazy. This doesn't seem like the thing I want to get inventive with and put my own twist on it.
You don't want to make pudding out of fish.
Yeah.
You don't have fish milk pudding?
I barely even want to do the standard procedure so much as take some liberties.
Well, she said she made it 3 times and it was delicious.
Yeah, well, she has one name. So
her opinion's invalid. Fish milk proponents say it maximizes resources by allowing people to consume protein from the sorts of smaller fish that Indonesians often avoid eating. Some nutrition experts, however, argue that the last thing Indonesians need is more ultra-processed food with sugar and artificial flavoring. Makbulatin Nuha, Barakan Proteins Initiatives.
You're doing great with these names, by the way.
Thank you. Chief executive says the foundation is committed to a healthy product. It has cut the amount of sugar in fish milk from 13 grams and prototype versions to 4.7 grams.
Nothing that any CEO says means anything. We're committed to that. No, you're not.
Right.
It's like the healthcare guy.
Yeah.
That's just a nothing statement.
Right. No, but Joe, they cut it down from 13 grams to 4.7.
Guys, bullshit.
But less sugar means there's less to distract taste buds from the fishiness. In reducing the sugar content, the group also cut back on the amount of fish protein, reducing the amount per serving from 9 grams to 5 grams. Quote, we're more focused on market acceptance first, said Nuha, whose organization also makes fish protein-infused cookies. See, you can get
You could dip some fish cookies in some fish chocolate milk.
Yeah.
Have yourself a nice fishy evening.
Yeah, a nice Indonesian fish evening.
I was in no shortage of reasons not to move to Indonesia, but now I have another one. I don't want to drink fish milk and eat fish cookies.
Yeah.
But only a hop skipping away from Indonesia, Trent. China. Leads us to our next story.
China.
Making fun of men in China is no joke. And I think you'll be able to relate to this. As content focused on women is becoming increasingly popular in China, it is drawing flack from men and causing headaches for Chinese companies. Last month, e-commerce giant JD.com, I've never heard of it, cut ties with the female comedian Yang Li after a promotional campaign triggered intense backlash from male customers. I think it's like the equivalent of the Bud Light.
Yeah.
At the heart of the
Dylan Roof. No, that was a shooter. Dylan Mulvaney or something.
Mulvaney, yeah. At the heart of their criticism appears to be Yang's mildly sarcastic poke at men in a 2020 routine where she asked, "Why are men so mediocre yet so confident?" I don't know if there's more to that bit or not. The quip was the target of backlash before. 4 years later, it still stings. People are
upset about that
over it.
Oh, that's crazy to be upset about that.
I know. That's what's so funny about this too, because it's like
maybe we're just used to these fucking jaded American women.
Yeah, we're used to it over here a little bit more. Getting fucking dunked on by them all day. Quote, promoting a female comedian? Question mark.
That's wild.
I've already uninstalled the app. One user wrote on a popular Chinese social media platform, Weibo. The joke has haunted Yang's career. In 2021, she lost an advertising deal with Intel after a similar backlash. At the time, Intel told Shanghai-based publication the controversy had surprised it and that diversity and inclusion were part of its company culture. Again, that's a meaningless statement.
Yeah.
In 2022, male consumers flooded Sheed Spirits.
It is for a Chinese company. It's a lot easier to be diverse, though, because all they have to do is hire men and women. There's not a lot of white people or black people.
Diversity for them would be like hiring a white guy.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah.
In 2022, male consumers flooded Sheed Spirits' social media accounts after Yang appeared in an interview sponsored by the liquor brand. The company clarified in an investor relations platform that it had no commercial collaboration with Yang. The cancellation of the collaboration with JD.com was the latest reminder of the cost of making fun of men in China. The gender strife comes as many younger Chinese women defy the expectations from their families in Chinese society. Since the abandonment of one-child policy in 2016, China's leaders have been touting traditional gender roles as a way to encourage women to have more children. The market campaign featuring Yang was part of the outreach to women, but instead it entangled JD.com in China's emerging gender culture war. JD.com on October 18th said it had stopped collaborating with a, quote, certain stand-up comedian without naming
They
Yang.
won't even say her name.
They won't even say her name. Quote,
It's like Voldemort.
if this has caused any unpleasant experience for you, we sincerely apologize. It
Jesus
said.
Christ.
Yeah. So they stand for diversity and equality and raising up voices unless
you don't agree with
unless
everything.
they lose a single cent.
Right.
And then they...
That's wild. You would have to think, and I'm no Chinese expert, and I never claimed to be, but you would have to think it's like there's like only like 3 things you can joke about in China without getting in trouble.
Yeah, you'd think so. Because also what you said was like, I mean, pedestrian.
Yeah.
For our standards over here.
Yeah, it's like a
mediocre, but men are so confident.
Women tweet that every day.
I could find you 15 of those at the open mic.
Yeah.
On the street. They didn't cancel their spot. Yang addressed criticism of her comedy in a performance this year, saying, if you find it offensive, feel free to watch something else.
Wow. Kiss off, she says.
Yeah, she says kiss off. In the summer, in one performance streamed to millions of...
If you didn't like that, you better strap the fuck in.
Some of you might be offended by some of the things I say this evening. You're probably a twat. So there was a stream to millions of Tencent viewers, which must be some sort of a streaming platform.
Tencent.
A female comedian who goes by the stage name Kai or KK delivered an 8-minute routine about menstrual stigma, including the description of an embarrassing delivery man attempting to hide an order of sanitary pads in a dark grocery bag. Hundreds of women turned to her social media account to share similar experiences, while commentary from some men was more critical, saying such acts were women's attempts to get attention. Quote, female comedians can't seem to speak without bringing up gender.
It's all, everywhere is the same.
Yeah.
It's all the same stuff.
Everyone acts like America is this like backwards place, but I mean the whole world.
Yeah, this is the same stuff that the guys comment on American women comedians.
I was talking to somebody recently, and they have a. I was talking to a comic, and they were saying that they're, I guess maybe it was like brother-in-law or something like that, sister-in-law is trans. Okay. And so they moved to Spain
Yeah.
because they don't want to be here in America anymore.
Sure.
And I was like, is it better in Spain?
Right.
And she was like, you know what? I don't know, and I'm afraid to ask. Because I think in our heads we're like, this place is so backwards. I'm going to go to modern Europe.
Yeah.
And then you go there, and they're like, they don't fucking... It's the same everywhere.
Right, yeah. It's all
there's
the
just
same.
as many people. There's boomers over there, too.
Right.
You know? Misogyny is deeply ingrained in, like, Italy. My God.
Right.
Anyway, so hundreds of women. Yeah. Okay. So guys said that, quote, it's just feminists funded by foreign influences constantly creating gender conflicts and dividing society. It's a culture war. Another male Weibo user wrote.
Weibo.
Yeah.
Weibo?
So China.
Weeb.
They're in a gender culture war.
Weeb is...
and comedians can't say anything anymore.
They can't say anything. You can't say anything anymore.
Can't even say
woke crap. Weeb. Weeb is a white guy or a white lady. I don't want to gender discriminate.
No, and you never have, and you're
I
not.
never have. I never will.
God today.
Damn, yeah. Weeb, but they're a person who's a white person who's obsessed with anime, Japanese culture.
Oh, I did not know that. I
Yeah.
did not know that.
Well,
maybe that's
we've
where that
all
comes
learned
from.
something today.
We've all learned something for today on the Christmas episode of Echo Chamber.
Well, Joe, my final story headline. This is from the Wall Street Journal. A runaway dog captures a city, one audacious escape at a time.
Let's hear an uplifting story about a lost dog.
I think this is good. I like this guy. Mutt
we
divides.
should have saved this one for last.
We can if you want to switch. That one's gonna piss me off. I can already tell.
Yeah, let's do yours last because
All right.
that's like an uplifting story, and part of our, our new plan.
We'd
here,
like to end 2024 with a positive, uplifting story.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
And I think it's only right for our viewers at
Yes.
home. So we'll do this one, and then we'll have that to finish this off here. So this is from the Wall Street Journal. Reduce cabin pressure. Quote, get off the plane in a civilized manner.
Can't be done.
And this is from the Personal Journal. It can't be done either.
It can't be done.
I have to be the first off. It does drive me crazy when I'm like people who stand up and fucking cut ahead. I mean, what? You're going to get out of the plane 4 seconds faster than somebody else?
Well, even just... I always sit in the back of the plane because I'm poor.
Yeah. Same.
But... It also doesn't matter. I've never walked through. I don't even know what first class looks like. It all looks the same to me. They have slightly bigger seats.
Yeah,
that's it. But
it is life changing.
Well, I'm a man of the people.
Yeah, I've always said that.
But everyone, they stand up.
The standing up drives me crazy.
15 minutes to even be allowed to leave.
They stand up and they're looking over to see if anyone's getting
Is this
up.
all your first time flying? It can't be.
No, it's crazy.
Yeah.
What are you? What you're gonna get out of there 4 seconds faster,
right?
By whatever tactics. So, all right, we're gonna get into it. The deplaning delinquents are getting out of control. And I agree. I think we both agree.
Yeah.
There's the person who pushes his way to the front of the plane to make a tight connection, even though the flight arrived early. The daughter in the dawdler in the aisle seat who slowly packs up when everyone in the row is ready to deplane.
Yeah, no,
that shit pisses me off
awareness.
Too. And the crowd surfer who plunges to the back of the plane for bags stored rows behind. It also pisses me off. Airlines have invested new technology and efforts, into making the boarding process more efficient.
What does that mean?
Yeah, right. New technology.
New technology.
But deplaning remains a free-for-all.
Boarding does too. They say all these gates are not gate group
7.
6.
Yeah, group 6.
Everybody gets up. They don't even check.
Shouldn't you just board the people in the back of the plane first?
You would think so.
That way you don't have to walk past people that are fussing with their bags.
Right.
Everyone could walk in a straight fucking line. Walter Ward saw a woman on a Southwest flight last year trying to push past travelers waiting in the aisle so she could get off first. When Ward's girlfriend insisted she wait for the front rows to deplane first, the woman told him there are no rules requiring that.
Jesus Christ.
And often there aren't.
Yeah, there's no rules except
basic being a
basic
civil human
decency.
being. Fucking insane bitch. Flyers can choose a different approach to the etiquette of flying, particularly as another massive wave of passengers hits airports this holiday season. Quote, there's a few unwritten rules as far as I'm concerned with airline travel, says Ward, a 47-year-old systems administrator from New Orleans. Quote, when you're deboarding a plane, it goes in row order. So you let the row in front of you go first.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah.
It should be obvious.
It should be pretty obvious.
Yeah.
Bob Bilbro checks his bags most of the time.
Bob Bilbro.
He's a 68-year-old from Savannah, Georgia. And he can remember a time when everyone exited the plane in 7 minutes. Which sounds like something your dad would say.
Yeah.
Used to take 7 minutes.
People knew.
Now 35.
Yeah.
Airlines didn't charge as much for checked bags, so travelers didn't load up the bins with carry-ons. That makes sense.
Yeah.
The 6'4" chief operating officer, I don't know why they told us his height, of an e-commerce.
Well, maybe they want sympathy for fit on those tiny seats. You got his legs are cramped.
I think he was like, "Can you mention that I'm 6'4"?
Yeah, trying to find another wife.
Yeah, trying to find another wife to take my fucking money and rip my heart out.
Doesn't take her 7 minutes to get ready.
Well, he lets travelers pass him once to get bags stowed further back, but doesn't let them pass again to swim upstream.
I love it. Man of principle.
He stands in the aisle until everyone in his row has gotten off. I'm courteous.
Beautiful.
And sometimes that means I've got to enforce courtesy.
Oh, I love this guy.
I'm 6'4", and I'm a CEO. Jennifer Maskovich, a 26-year-old, says she has had tight connections and has been grateful to those who've let her run off the plane. So she tries to extend the favor. Her rule, if you look stressed, you can pass.
Yeah, that narrows it down from everybody in society now.
Yeah. Also, what is she going to stand there and be like, I'm sorry, you actually just don't look stressed enough.
You seem pretty chill, so back of the line, honey.
Yeah, you don't really seem like you have a tight connection.
No.
Some international airlines have formalized the deplaning process in a bid to reclaim the chaos. Chaos. Spain airline, the exit row by row, everybody exits row by row on all flights. This minimizes aisle congestion and reduces wait times, a spokeswoman says. Do they really need a spokeswoman to say this? Many international airlines might also let passengers use multiple doors to exit the aircraft. That's what I'm saying. Crack open the fucking emergency at the back, everything. Open all the doors.
Yeah.
Give me another, roll up the fucking stairs.
Sure, I'd love to go down the stairs.
Yeah, do that.
I feel like the president.
Jason Steffen, an astrophysicist,
fuck you,
an associate professor at the University of Nevada, Las Vegas.
Bullshit professor.
Bullshit place to have a college. Has studied the most efficient way to board a plane. I don't know what that means.
He used mold. You seen that thing in like China or Japan or whatever? They use mold to figure out how to build the subway. The most efficient way to build the subway.
Oh, yeah. And it does it like immediately.
Yeah.
They go,
so he probably used mold.
Yeah, he uses mold. No, I don't. This is all horseshit to me. Yeah. In one version, you begin with the traveler. This method involves boarding passengers in alternating rows.
Too complicated. I'm out.
Yeah. So you begin with the traveler sitting in the window seat of the last row of the plane. The next person boards 2 rows away, switching between each side of the plane.
What world does this guy live in that he thinks this is a good idea?
Yeah, as if anyone's gonna fucking follow.
Have you ever gone out of your fucking house, you moron?
Wow, how is that faster?
Impossible.
That's crazy.
No, people aren't that smart to. So you sit in aisle 1A.
Okay, so
then
1A, and then it's 3.
I'm 3B. So then I go
D, E, F.
Yeah,
it's got to be skip a row opposite side. I don't see this guy is a fucking idiot, but he studied it. So
yeah, he studied it. Spent all his
also,
time
he doesn't
in
do
the
it. He
lab.
says when he gets on the plane, when he's deplaning, he waits till everyone's off and then he leaves.
Yeah.
So anyway,
good for him.
Yeah, good for him. Fuck him. Tell me about the dog.
This is from the Wall Street Journal.
Last story of the Christmas episode.
Get on board. A runaway dog captures a city, one audacious escape at a time.
Wow.
Mutt divides New Orleans between pursuers and locals who see a symbol of resistance.
Wow. Rise up.
Dateline, New Orleans.
Free Luigi.
A nearly year-long hunt for a 17-pound mutt is tearing this city in two. On only one fact can both sides agree. Scrim is no ordinary runaway. Scrim, the name of the dog.
Scrim.
Yes.
Is that a real illustration of him, or is it?
I believe so. That's what the dog. At least
like a bit of a mangy mutt.
The artist's rendition of the dog. That's what it looks like.
Do you think they went to? They found like a
Well, they can't get a picture of him.
Yeah,
he's on the
he won't
the run. Stay still.
No, they had to get like a caricature artist that works for the police. You know?
Yeah. It's like a courtroom sketch.
Yeah, exactly.
When lost dog flyers first appeared on telephone poles in the mid-city neighborhood last spring, neighbors didn't feel much beyond the requisite sympathy for Scrim's family, who had adopted him a few hours before he ran away.
What?
So they adopted this dog, and they had him for a few hours before he took off.
God damn. Dude, he's a rolling stone. You can't tie him down.
But after dozens of failed captures, hundreds of sightings, thousands of dollars in rescue efforts, a televised detainment, and a more recent escape out of a second-story window, you'd be hard-pressed to find a New Orleanian without an opinion on Scrim.
Wow.
Quote, "He's ungovernable," said Zach Ocean.
He's a rambling dog.
A 30-year-old attorney who lived near where Scrim first went missing. "My cat comes home after he gets a little hungry. Scrim gets shot twice and still wants to be free. He's choosing this life, and that's kind of an inspiration."
Wow. You know, it kind of speaks to the culture of New Orleans. You know, they really kind of march to the beat of their own drum down there.
They do.
Yeah, you can drink and drive. It's like
You
legal
can drink
there.
and drive. You practice voodoo.
Go through, you do voodoo. You get a daiquiri through a drive-through and drink it immediately.
Yeah, nice. Get a nice chili cheese etouffee.
Perhaps a hurricane, get plastered on Bourbon Street.
Yeah. The scraggly 3-year-old canine has been turned into a meme. Oh, I love a meme. I think
He's been added to a meme.
Yeah. I think they should turn everything into a meme.
Ooh, do me next.
A T-shirt, an adjective, and a
t-shirt,
verb.
and an adjective.
And a verb.
And a verb.
What about an adverb?
What's his name again?
Scrim.
Scrim.
Roughly translating to hastily leaving somewhere without looking back.
Scrimmed away? I mean, it sounds like.
Yeah.
It sounds like that.
It's
a good word.
Yeah. He lives up to his name. He's a symbol of resistance and of humanity's insistence on caging what refuses to be contained.
And they're trying to put him down.
They're trying to put him down. They're not trying to put him down, actually. I thought, why are they shooting him?
Yeah, I didn't understand that.
But they're actually, we'll get into it, but they're shooting him with tranquilizers.
Why? Why can't they just let this mangy mutt be?
That's what I say. Let him roam free.
Just let him be a stray dog. Let him be a stray dog. Yeah. If he's a stray dog, he's a stray dog.
You can't teach an old dog new tricks.
Yeah, I've always said that.
Yeah.
I mean, we've always said that on the podcast.
Sir, the motto of the podcast,
stand
really.
by that.
As the search drags on, Scrim is also a source of growing frustration in a city that averages about a year to fill a pothole and often struggles to care for its human residents. Quote, "Instead of spending so many resources on this one dog, we should probably be funding the public animal shelters better if we care about dogs this much," says Emma Wilson, a 31-year-old mid-city resident.
She's mid?
Yeah, she's mid.
She's a mid-city
apparently
resident?
there's a neighborhood in New Orleans called Mid-City.
That's where they put all the mid people?
Yeah, all the mid people, like Emma Wilson.
She's mid.
She's mid. That's all you can say about her.
She's mid.
The embodiment of mid. On the other side of those pushing for Scrim's liberation is a group of volunteers who have devoted the past year of their lives to getting him off the streets. They have no patience for those who think they should let the dog live out his life as a vagabond. It's like, what?
Who gives a fuck?
That's what he wants to do. He clearly wants to do this.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to be miserable. He can't be pinned down.
He can't be pinned down. We should lock him up. That's what these people are saying. Lock him up.
Why?
Scrim's odyssey began a little over a year ago when local nonprofit Zeus Rescues saved the dog, which it named after the gauzy fabric sometimes used in Mardi Gras costumes, from a list of animals to be euthanized at a shelter. So they were going to put this dog down.
Right.
Then these people came along and rescued him. Rescue director Michelle Cherami figured the scruffy terrier mix with his small stature and docile nature would be an easy adoption after rehabilitation from mistreatment by his previous owners.
Guess again.
The months since he fled the home of the family that adopted him have been anything but easy. Jeremy estimates she spent about $10,000 from a combination of her own pocket and Scrim-specific fundraisers on rescue efforts and gear.
How much money?
$10,000.
Jesus Christ.
She's hung 7 motion sensing cameras, rigged specialty traps, and enlisted both a local vet and a professional trapper out of Texas to try to sedate him with a tranquilizer gun to make for an easier capture.
He's too quick.
Yeah, he's too quick. He's Scrim. Scrim managed to outrun punctures from 2 separate darts.
Wow.
Eventually, Jeremy took a chemical capture course with the San Diego Zoo to try to stun him herself. On Friday afternoon, Jeremy and Tammy Murray, who has also been hot on Scrim's trail, took off in pursuit after receiving a text from someone in the community that he was running towards busy Claiborne Avenue. They drove a rescue van loaded with tranquilizer and net guns.
I mean, would they just let him be?
I know. It's like, what's the point?
Why are they working this hard for this?
8-foot panels to block underneath the house, construction netting, food and water, blankets, and night vision binoculars. But by the time they got to the corner where Scrim had been sighted, he was gone.
What's the incentive?
I don't know. They just want this fucking dog.
They just want that fucking dog.
They hate to see someone living his life, roaming free, having...
There's got to be like 250,000 stray dogs in New Orleans.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like...
Right. Jeremy and Murray finally got a win 177 days into their search when they trapped Scrim in a parking lot by sealing every exit so he couldn't outrun the tranquilizing dart.
Jesus. We've got you trapped, Scrim. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide.
A vet visit revealed...
How'd he get out of this one? Trent?
Well, this is wild. A vet visit revealed 2 bullets from pellet guns lodged in his side and broken teeth, likely from eating rocks and garbage. Otherwise, Scrim was in sound health.
He eats fucking rocks for breakfast.
Yeah.
Badass.
A month later, when the volunteer helping Scrim rehab had to leave town for a few days, Jeremy offered to pet sit. She only got one night with him. The next day, she locked the house to run errands. When she returned home after an hour, a neighbor was standing outside yelling that a white dog had just jumped off the roof.
Jumped off the roof?
Jumped off the roof.
How the fuck did he get on the roof?
Well, surveillance video showed Scrim had chewed his way through a screen on a bedroom window, fallen 13 feet, hit the ground with a bang and a bark, streaked across the yard, wriggled through an iron fence, and eventually fled 6 miles through the city before his GPS collar ran out of juice.
Wow, what a fucking gangster of a dog.
He's badass.
He's badass.
He chewed through the
shoot
screen.
through a fucking window, took a 13-foot hit. This small body, that's the equivalent of us falling like, I don't know, 50 feet.
Yeah.
And then he ran for 6 miles.
Ran 6 miles. He doesn't want to be pinned down. He wants to roam free. Jeremy, Murray, and the rest of the volunteers are back on the case.
Type of guy.
Yeah, he's
never settled down.
Run around Sue with a slightly different goal in mind. If they catch him, they plan to place him at a dog sanctuary where he can spend the rest of his days safely roaming free. Yeah, like he's gonna fucking stay there.
Maybe safety is not for Scrim.
Right.
Safety is for your little fucking poodle, dude. This is This is Scrim.
Yeah, he's Scrim. He's a mangy mutt. He's like Evel Knievel.
Yeah. He's an inspiration. Let the bad boys be bad boys.
Jeremy wants to correct the narrative that he was so desperate for freedom that he was willing to take a 2-story plunge. Really, she thinks he was trying to escape her cats. Yeah, whatever you have to tell yourself, dummy. Quote, Scrim is New Orleans, she says. We're a little dirty. We're a little ragged at the edges from time to time.
We're also alcoholics.
But we are resilient, and we will just keep moving forward no matter what, against all odds. And if you see Scrim, she adds, don't chase, just text her.
Just what?
Just text her.
No,
I
not
say
text.
don't
Don't text her either.
Don't be a fucking rat like the Altoona McDonald's worker.
Yeah. Seriously.
Let the fucking guy go.
Hey, if you see Scrim, just give him a nod.
Give him a nod.
Let him go on.
Yeah, tip of the cap.
That's what I would do if I saw Luigi too.
Right, exactly.
Give him a little nod from across the McDonald's.
Exactly. Give him
I'd go
a
back
nod.
to my filet o
And I
fish.
put my newspaper up.
Yeah. I didn't see nothing.
Yeah, I didn't see nothing.
I didn't see Scrim. I didn't see Luigi.
Not
Snitches get stitches.
Not a word.
Not a fucking word. And that's the takeaway from this Christmas episode of the Echo Chamber podcast.
Yes, exactly.
That's right.
And
That
don't
concludes-
forget. Yes, go ahead.
That concludes the podcast.
We'll be back in a few weeks.
A few weeks. With the new reboot.
The reboot, Echo Chamber 2.0. Don't forget
Coming
to
soon.
like and subscribe. All that shit. As always, this is Trent Mabry signing out.
And this is Joe Nunnink signing off.
Bye-bye.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Bye-bye.